Hello and good afternoon. My name is Brock Lee and this is another episode of the World Vegan News. The news where you can crack open a fresh kombucha and align your inner Mercury retrograde chakras. This episode of the World Vegan News is once again brought to you by our YouTube channel memberships. They start at just $2 a month and you get tons of perks, but more importantly, it helps us upgrade the World Vegan News here. Right now, our current focus is on upgrading to a proper professional teleprompter. We are 6% of the way there, and we're hoping that you guys can help us get us the rest of the way. Now, moving on to the news. The star story of this week is one that you may have heard of, but if you haven't already, a YouTuber by the name of Brooke House this week accidentally uploaded a clip of her pranking her dog.
I put plastic wrap on the door. I'm gonna have him run out. We're just gonna see what he does. I don't know. It doesn't faze you? Well, as you can tell. Stop!
I can tell that you're absolutely psychopathic.
We love you. We love you, or whatever.
We love you.
We love you.
We love you.
We love you.
We love you! Luckily, she's being investigated by the LAPD right now. So, let's move on from that absolute train wreck. Have you guys been noticing that every episode of the World Vegan News, there's a new restaurant or fast food joint that's opening a vegan option? Things are heating up right now. If every single week there's a new option, think about a year from now. Well, here's another one. Subway is testing out their new vegan meatball subs in 685 locations in the United States and Canada. This is pretty exciting for me because the only sandwich that I've ever gotten from Subway back before I was vegan was the meatball sub. Now I can have it again. Also, over at Wendy's, they are now looking at how they want to implement their own plant-based options. CEO Todd Penegor says, clearly there is a growth out there in plant-based proteins and we believe that it is a trend that will be here to stay. Hopefully we'll be having square-shaped vegan burgers soon. This week, Queen Elizabeth's granddaughter went vegan. It looks like Emperor Palpatine will not be so happy moving forward as all of the family members around her go vegan, leaving her to wither in the dark side.
It's treason, then.
Yup. It is all going according to plan. Next up, New Zealand military rejects recruit due to plant-based diet. Jack Byrne's application to the Navy was denied because the military refuses to provide vegan food, which is pretty irritating when you first hear about it, but when you look a little bit deeper into it, they say that if he was deployed on a mission in the middle of nowhere and they can't guarantee that he'd have a plant-based option, they don't want to allow him into the military without being able to guarantee that he 100% will always have a plant-based option. Okay, so I feel that. But hopefully they can get some plant-based MREs on their product line soon. All you gotta do is put textured vegetable protein into any of those MREs and you've got yourself some nice MRE chili. Here's some fairly large and very good news. Harvard Law School debuts their first program that trains students to fight for animal rights. Led by animal rights experts, the Ivy League's new Animal Law and Policy Clinic will focus on issues affecting farmed animals, wildlife, and animals in captivity with the aim of creating lasting legal change for all life forms. Anytime there is a big name behind veganism, it turns heads and legitimizes veganism to outsiders. And that is awesome. On top of that, in about 10 years from now, we're going to have a flood of vegan Johnny Cochrans walking around.
It doesn't fit. If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
In a bit of a sadder story, one that's terrible but is bringing awareness to the twisted mindset behind the practices of slaughtering animals. A man was charged with animal cruelty after killing a cow in a Home Depot parking lot. What? Badr Mused slit the throat of a young cow in the parking lot of home improvement store Home Depot after the animal escaped from the butcher shop and ran towards the neighboring businesses. After escaping, the cow was chased by 3 Salba employees and a police officer who was driving by. When the cow was captured, Mused immediately slit the animal's throat in the parking lot.
I gotta get your ID. Okay, you know this is a problem. This is not something that can be done.
We try to do the best, you know.
Like this kid here just watched you slit a cow's throat.
They come in my store all the time.
Okay, but we're not in your store right now. We're in the back of Home Depot.
He was cited for public disturbance immediately following the incident. A subsequent inspection of the butcher shop by the state's Department of Agriculture discovered that several thousand animals appeared to be in heat stress, along with being in crowded and unsanitary conditions. The shop was closed, which is good, and these kind of stories are really sad to hear, but it is good that people are realizing how barbaric the practice of slaughtering an animal is once they see it in person. I think that people are starting to realize what happens behind closed doors. Now, turning over a new leaf, let's talk about a happier piece of news. This one is that vegan ranch debuts at Trader Joe's. Starting this week, a coconut milk-based vegan ranch dip will hit the shelves at the popular grocery chain. Ranch is my favorite, so today, you get a gold star at Trader Joe's.
Okay, well, good for you, smarty pants. Here's a f***ing gold star.
Next up here in the news, Disneyland debuts vegan cookies and chocolate bars. Disney seems to be continuing the trend of adding new vegan options every month to the different locations around the world. At the California Disneyland, they have pretzels, pineapple whips, gumbo, and a bunch of other vegan options already. Thanks, Mickey. Good looking out.
Say, you want to come inside my clubhouse?
No, God!
If you've got a little junk food vegan hiding out inside of you, you're gonna enjoy this next story because Taco Bell adds vegan meat across Spain. Now, the chain's 53 locations in Spain offer plant-based meat made from oats, beans, and peas. This is likely to come across the borders over to the US as they've already tested the oat-based meat in the UK. This new initiative to customize the menu represents Taco Bell's commitment to our consumers, the general manager of Taco Bell Spain said. This brings me back to my broke college days when I was eating hundreds of burritos a semester. And since we're on the vein of fast food, every single Burger King across the country will serve the Impossible Whopper this week. Yep, it came out a few days ago and loads of people are trying it out. Make sure to order it with no mayo and cheese, that way it is truly vegan. This kind of news is awesome to me because very often I travel across the US on road trips and they only have Taco Bell, McDonald's, and Burger King available. Now, 2 of those 3 bad bitches offer vegan options. Here's a story of the underdog success of one vegan owner that should make everyone proud to hear it. The 3rd location and reality show is coming for the Slutty Vegan. The founder, Pinky Cole, opened the Slutty Vegan food truck in August 2018 and now has expanded to her 3rd brick and mortar. She's also making the restaurant franchisable so that anybody can own one across the country and has signed a deal for a reality TV show. I can just imagine now, the Emperor and Piers Morgan in a room just hating this news.
Lord Vader, you will know it to be true. He could destroy us.
And I like it down there, and I like proper Cornish pasty.
Now, if you guys listen to my podcast, you know I love science, and all this lab-grown stuff is really weird, but also really awesome. Well, now a startup called C16 Biosciences creates a lab-grown palm oil. Yep, that's right. Using synthetic biology, C16 was able to create a sustainable, environmentally friendly alternative to palm oil using yeast that grows in tap water and feeding it a feedstock or carbon source to multiply. They state on their website, "We believe that brewing palm oil like beer is the best and most likely path to developing a truly sustainable palm oil alternative." Now in our final story, Harry Potter's own Ivana Lynch will be starring in a vegan movie. The vegan actress teased her new role as an alien queen in upcoming short film You Eat Other Animals. In an Instagram caption, she said, "My look for the vegan short film You Eat Other Animals playing an alien queen who abducts 2 Earthlings. The film will be out later this year and we'll keep you posted." Well, most people probably haven't heard about this yet, but they will when it comes out.
Hasn't anyone heard of us? It's quite famous.
And with that, my amazing friends, we have reached another end to an amazing episode of the World Vegan News. A big shout out goes to Plant-Based News, Veg News, and Live Kindly for keeping us up to date daily. Also, a gigantic shout out to Vivo Life. They have the best plant-based proteins and plant-based products on the market. Use the link below this video and it will help support the show. Also, they'll be shipping broccoli over to the UK for the UK Veg Fest in October, so I better see some of you there. And if you are buying plant-based protein, buy it from Vivo so that you can see broccoli in more locations around the world. Thanks again for joining us today. I'm Brock Lee, and we'll see you on the next episode of the World Vegan News.